Howdy, we interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring devastating news about our marine environment. Welcome to SIS News. I am Evan Yost, and reporting alongside me is Kinley Raymond. Our Atlantic coastlines are in quite trouble, aren't they, Kinley?
They sure are. Animals all over the world will be impacted very badly if something isn't done soon.
You heard it here first. Microplastics will devastate animals big and small if something does not change soon. However, let's take a look at a more specific issue of crabs. They play important roles in our ecosystem, and more about this information is Jason Clark. Over to you, Jason.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here at Shell Beach to discuss with a local member of the crab community. He's going to tell us a little bit about the world of crabs. What do you have to tell us today, sir? All right, for whatever reason, he's not responding right now, so I'll tell you for him. Crabs are invertebrates of the subphylum Crustacea. There are 14 unique species along the Texas coast, and they can be found on beaches, bays, marshes, and other coastal environments. Many fall into the categories of predator, prey, and even scavenger, and they are a key member of the coastal community. All right, thank you, sir, for your time. And back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jason. Now that we know more about crabs, let's take a look at how microplastics are affecting them in the Atlantic Ocean. Here's Carissa with more on microplastics.
Thanks, Kinley. Now it's time for some trash talk. I'm here firsthand witnessing just a fraction of the waste that could potentially end up in our oceans and potentially inside everyone's favorite animal, the crab. While these items may look large right now, they can break down once they're in the water, with some being less than 5 millimeters in size. At this size, they're known as microplastics. Microplastics can come from large plastic like these, or from microbeads, small plastic beads used in packaging, beauty products, and even toothpaste. While it's making headlines now, this is not a new phenomenon. The United Nations Environment Program says that microbeads have been used for about 50 years. Meaning that this tiny problem has been growing for a long time. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, thanks, Carissa. Microplastics are really no joke when it comes to the marine environment. Now we send it over to Xavier at the Marsh to inform us why life in plastic is not all that fantastic.
Howdy, y'all. I'm coming to you where the crabs are. Microplastics have a drastic effect on them. A study done by Texas A&M found that 35.9% of blue crabs in Corpus Christi had microplastics and synthetic fibers in their stomachs. It was also found that those microplastics transfer over to the things they eat them. Predators like red drum, sheep's head, and black drum will end up with microplastics. Another effect of microplastics have is that on hermit crabs. Hermit crabs' ability to find and change shells is drastically affected and lengthened. With this process being more difficult for them, it will cause their predation rate to increase. These and many other effects of microplastics will have a drastic and long-lasting effect on the ecosystem. Thank you. Back to y'all in the studio.
All right. Thank you to the reporters for all the information. Kinley, what do you make of the situation, and how do we fix this issue?
Well, right now our situation is quite critical unless we do something soon. It is estimated by 2050 that there will be more microplastics in our ocean than fish by weight. We can start by reducing our use of plastic, by recycling, as well as using more reusable materials. Keeping plastic out of our oceans benefits us, not just crabs.
Thank you for being here with us at SIS News. Have a good night.